Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. Welcome to this week's Books, Beauty, and Business segment. As you can see, for those of you who are watching the actual video, I look like a hot mess this morning. I got to sleep in just a little bit, so that was really nice, but that also means that I am running behind a little bit. I still have to do part of my skincare, but I honestly thought that you guys would not mind. It might make this video a little bit longer, but that's okay, because the whole point of this segment is to show what it's like to be raising a family, learning how to homestead while building a business and writing books, and just how life in 2026, specifically for those of us who are home with our kids and are trying to grow something that God has called us to, can be really overwhelming and difficult at times. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Gina Stockdahl. I am the CEO and founder of Maryland Jean Designs. We also publish the Holy Calling magazine. I cannot find my words this morning. We publish the Holy Calling magazine monthly, and we also have a podcast where on Tuesdays we drop an episode where I interview a Christian author, and on Thursdays we drop the replay of this segment. And so what we're doing is there's like little things popping up on my phone, and I have ADHD, so that doesn't help. But what we do is I take the replay of this live, I download it off of Facebook, I put it on my YouTube, and then I take the audio and put it on the rest of the podcast. So those of you who are listening to this episode on the non-video, like the podcast platforms, you can go ahead and watch the replay either on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, which is Gina Rianne Stockdahl, but Facebook only keeps them for 30 days. And so you can watch the replay on YouTube as well if you want to have more of a visual while listening to it. So let me grab my stuff. We'll finish my skincare here, because you always want to do skincare before you do makeup. And then for those of you who are watching on Facebook, if you could please put #live or #replay in the comments, say hello. Another thing I want for this segment is for us to discuss your business, your ministry, your books, whatever. So if you are someone that is watching currently and you want to share, my little cotton ball is like coming apart up there, and you want to share what you are currently working on, what you need help with, please do so in the comments. This is a safe space for hard things. And so we are going to sit here and we can discuss anything that comes to your mind about beauty stuff, anything about your business, anything about writing books, if that is something that you're interested in doing, any of that kind of things. So we're gonna hang out and do that, because today is gonna be a ridiculously long day here in the Stockdahl home for myself, because I have to, when I'm done with this, go do like the homesteading chores. Let me think. When it comes to our homestead, we live in a suburb of Kansas City, for those of you who don't know. And we live in a duplex, so we don't have a lot of room. We don't really have a huge yard. And because of the fact that we live in a duplex and we rent it, we don't own it, we aren't allowed to like dig in the yard to have a traditional garden. And then our landlord has said, yeah, sure, use potters and like things like that. But he has specifically requested for us to not use like certain types of planting boxes, because he doesn't want us to like ruin the grass and stuff, which is totally fair. So we are currently using a lot of those like fabric pots, like planters, and I bought quite a few from Dollar Tree this year, because Dollar Tree now has like that $5 section. So I've bought quite a few like bigger pots from them for only like $5, but they're actually quite sturdy for a $5 find. And then my husband, for those of you who don't know, is blue collar, and from his job, we can get milk crates for free. So we have been using the milk crates for like our potato tower that we have going on in the backyard and things like that. And so I've been increasingly trying to use those because while I do want to start using more, like less plastic and things like that in the house, the main reason that I wanted to start this was not only for my own mental health, it really, really has helped me being outside in the plants and things like that, but also because this economy, when trying to raise and feed a family of 4, is not it, guys. It's just not. And so really it's just to, you know, save money, reduce the waste that my family produces, and things like that. So what we have currently is, I'm trying to think, in the backyard we have green onions and potatoes and bell peppers. And then in the front yard we have blueberries, I'm trying to think, blueberries, citronella, because I have a bird feeder and stuff up there, so to keep the mosquitoes away. Citronella, we have a grape plant, we have pumpkin, cucumber, carrots, and then we have parsley and cilantro. And so we got that going so far, but then I also ordered a bunch of seeds and things that are supposed to be really good for my zone to plant in June. So then we have a good fall harvest, I guess. I'm brand new to gardening, brand new to all of this, so I am learning as I go. So the boys and I made a list of what plants we would want to do, and we ordered in all of the stuff that we would need for that. And then we're gonna go ahead and plant those once everything arrives. So let me know if you would like me to put together some videos on how we're gonna do that, what that looks like, and like our journey, because I'd be more than happy to do that. And I can put them here on my personal Facebook, my personal Instagram, and then my personal TikTok. So I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys, because you can follow along and learn with us, because I will be honest that I have zero idea as to what I'm doing. Not a single clue. So whenever we're done doing this, put my sunscreen on because we're going to be going outside. But sunscreen, for those of you who are beauty girlies, is a must every single day. Every single day. Even if it's rainy, even if you're not going outside, your number one anti-aging hack is going to be sunscreen. But once we're done here, the boys and I are going to have to go outside and take care of the plants, feed the birds, check the compost pile, things like that, because we are composting now, which is super awesome. The amount of waste I've noticed, stop chewing on your shirt, no. The amount of waste that has been reduced just by doing that has honestly been insane. But then when we're all done with that and we're all done getting hot, my 5-year-old is in here with me, by the way, so if you hear little things, it's little Benny. But once we're done with that, then I really have to focus on getting caught up with my client work, because I'm a little behind, because that's just the story of my life, if I'm being completely honest. And then try to clean this house too, because I have 2 little rugrats around here who love to mess it up while they play Star Wars, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
I mess up the house.
You do mess up the house, but
I'm a person that messes.
No, say out of the video, Goofy. They know, just so we're aware, they know that their voices are allowed in these public videos, but their faces are not. And we've discussed how that is a big, internet safety thing. Anywho, when it comes to Star Wars, Benny, who's your favorite?
Well, it would be Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker? What about you, Griff?
It would have to be a mix of Luke Skywalker and Jar Jar Binks, because, Jar Jar Binks always goes, me too, Jar Jar Binks.
You do that quite well.
I'm horrible at that.
No, that's okay.
How rude.
How rude, I know.
How rude.
How rude. Hey, don't be touching that, please. Thank you. Hi, Abigail. How are you? I was doing, you missed it. I was running a little behind, so I just got done doing my skincare. So I'm putting my makeup together, like my little thing, so we can start doing that. But the boys were talking to us about Star Wars for a minute while I did that. And at first I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be such a chaotic live. But then I realized like that's the entire point of this segment. So, but also since you're on here and I know you have wonderful things to share, I also want to get in the habit of having you guys share what you guys are currently working on or sharing how people can support you. Like with Abigail, she has a podcast herself. And so, Abigail, if you want to share your podcast links, info about your merch sale, guys, please be quiet while I'm trying to talk. Info about your merch sale, those types of things while I get this ready, please go ahead and do that. I'm doing okay. As you can tell, it's chaos around here, but that's just the normal life. Okay, so I need to do a little bit of blush today. Okay, you two go play somewhere, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll be back in a little bit.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got this. I don't want to do too heavy of makeup, but at the same time, I want to do something that's going to make me feel nice because I do have to do more content later. So we're going to do what I call like a semi-full beat and not a full beat. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Oh, let's see. Got that. I need this and this. Where is my setting spray? Because it is going to be hot here in the Kansas City metro again today. Super fun.
Can I do the couch cushion?
Yes, you may play with the couch cushions. I am not a summer girly. I'm just not. I will be completely honest. If I could have like 6 months of spring and 6 months of fall, I would be a happy camper. So, okay, so I did that. Sorry, my ADHD has been kicking in horribly this entire time. What'd you do to yourself?
Couch cushion smacked me in the face.
Oh my goodness. Well, you need to be more careful.
I went on it. Boom.
Bonk. I know. You need to be careful.
That's why I'm crazy.
No, don't touch that, please. No. Thank you. Homeschool the children, they said. It'll be so much fun, they said. Okay, let's go ahead and get my stuff situated. Thank you for hanging out with me and all of the crazies that happen around here. Thank you for not expecting perfection when supporting myself or the mission of Marilyn Jean Designs, because you'll never get it here. Let's see. So Abigail says, for those of you who are going to be listening to the podcast and cannot see the comments, Abigail says that my podcast is about mind, body, soul health and giving people a platform to share their stories with wisdom and leave a legacy for future generations. She also says that merch can be found on page 1 and also page 6 for this month of June 2026. You can use BDAY22 for 10% off of the tank tops and sweatshirts, and that she is definitely a summer girl. If I had to pick, it would have to be fall, but that's really hard for me because with storms being like my absolute favorite weather of all time ever, and spring obviously being storm season, I have to say it's really a tie between the two for me. So, yeah. And then we're going to start off with kind of like a yellowy orange concealer today, because what happens when you are an exhausted mother like myself is you get these dark purple under like bags under your eyes. And for color theory, if you do orange under here, it will cancel out that purple. So then when I'm doing my content later, recording my content later, no one has to know how incredibly exhausted I am. We should also take a poll and see how many cups of coffee do we think that I'm going to drink today. I've already had one. And I don't know what my deal is lately, if I'm being completely honest with you. I usually only have one in the morning and then that's it. But lately I feel like I've been really needing like 2 or 3. Like I've been having one around lunchtime and then one after dinner, kind of like it's like a dessert coffee, which I guess isn't necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, like, it's a bad thing. Let's see, have you ever used a chronological Bible? I got one yesterday for my birthday and I'm so excited to dive into it. I actually haven't. I'm not 100%, like I know what they are, but I'm not overly familiar. 3. Abigail thinks I'm gonna have 3 cups of coffee and she's probably gonna be right today, to be honest. Okay, are we back? There we go. Okay, so it's trying to say like it disconnected. My sister was trying to call me. So anywho, I've never tried the chronological Bible. Can you tell me what you're most excited about whenever you start to like dive into it? Because this is a new concept for me, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then for those of you who don't know, I put my orange concealer on and now we're gonna put our foundation on. And what you want to do is you want to kind of, since I'm 34, I'm not out here to look younger than I am. I'm here to look my age. You're just going to very gently kind of pull down toward your chin. And that's going to help it lay really like naturally and flat. So it looks more like your skin tone and not that you have like cakey foundation on. And then I get asked a lot on my products, so I guess I should share those. The one I'm using for my orange concealer, I get it from Dollar Tree. It's a Be Pure, essentially ageless, and I got it like 4 or 5 shades darker than what I usually do with like an orange hue to it. And then my foundation is the Pro Luxe Cosmetics Matte Foundation in Light, and that is also from Dollar Tree. But stay tuned because we had a Christian cosmetic company partner with us and we're going to be showing off a few things from them soon. So I'm really excited to try that out as well. Let's see. Abigail says, learning the order things happen in history versus the order of the Bible. Plus the Bible looks like it has a lot of commentary. That'd be super helpful. Ooh, I like that. You're gonna have to keep us kind of updated. We'll have that part of the segment, like where you are each week in your Bible. Maybe once we get some of the other projects done, we should do like a Christian businesswomen like Bible study together. I think that'd be super fun. Also, everyone say hello to my husband. He's also watching. I'm gonna go in with my concealer next. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go with my liquid blush next. And the one I'm using is the Ione brand. This is also from Dollar Tree. It's the Rosette shade, which is like a really bright reddish rose color. I wanted to tell you that I absolutely love these. If you're a girly on a budget like I am, a little goes a really long way. So just be careful with that because you can see how bright it is if you're watching the video. Very bright. But I'm just gonna put like on the apples of my cheeks to kind of give me a little more color. So what I do is I smile. And then that is gonna be enough for each side. Seriously. So Abigail says, I feel like it'll help the boring parts become more engaging. I agree that it would help maybe understand them more, because I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I grew up in like Lutheran schools. I went to what do you want to call them? Lutheran private schools almost my entire life. I didn't go to public school truly until high school. And so I've always was taught about Jesus. I was always taught, about the Bible, things like that. I will be honest, I was never taught how to study it. Not until recently when my husband and I went through discipleship with our new church. And we've been at our new church for about a year now. So if you guys have Bible study tips, specifically for those of us like Abigail and I who are home full-time, but we are also working on God's calling. Abigail has a podcast. I have, Marilyn Jean Designs and our projects. So any type of info would be helpful for sure. So now I'm going in with my concealer though, and this one I'm using just the Wet n Wild Mega Blast Incognito. I don't know what shade this is. I can't read. Fair beige is what I have because I am like Morticia Adams white. So
I'm gonna go get changed.
you're gonna go get dressed, Bubba?
No, my shirt's wet.
Oh, why is your shirt wet?
How much you want on it?
Oh. Welcome to the chaos of the Stockton home.
So welcome to my life.
That's right. Let's see, Abigail says it also has photos for the timeline and other parts, and I'm a visual learner, so I feel like that would help. Absolutely. I am also a visual learner with being neurodivergent, and I always say that that's a big reason why I became a graphic designer is because I'm such a visual person. So you're definitely going to have to keep us updated on how this journey for you goes. Let's see. And also, if you guys are watching the actual video, you can see that I don't use blending buds. I use brushes. And there's two reasons for that. One, the blending buds will soak up a lot of your product. And two, it just really lays nicely. My skin's very textured. I have a lot of like acne scarring. It's very dry. And my skin used to never ever be dry until I had my boys. And so there's that. So it just lays a lot nicer, as well as doesn't use up as much of my product. And as you guys know, this economy is not it for a single one of us. So we're all here to work together to not only make money and further the kingdom and what we're called to do, but also on how to save it and look good while doing it. Abigail says, I love Bible project videos as well and have been studying them in the Living Word Study chat on Messenger. She runs a online like ministry. So Abigail, if you want to share the links to your online ministry, please go ahead, so that way if people want to join, they can. I love the Bible project videos also. I actually use them quite often when the boys and I are doing our Bible study here at home, because I think that really not only helps me understand what it is I'm supposed to be teaching them, but I really think it breaks down the Bible stories into ways that like they can understand it too. And that's really important, because I don't want to be the type of person that's like, you need to believe this just because I say so. Like that's not how this is going to work. Hi there, Stinks. So, oh, this is not the shade of blush that I want. Hold on. I got the wrong one. Please stand by. Yeah, please stand by. That's correct. I think this is the one I want. The one I pulled out was purple, and with this peachy color, I wanted like a pink.
Please stand by.
Is your shirt on backwards again?
I think
It's
so.
not. Okay, just looks that way. Sorry. So, I'm going to go in over.
I'm going to go get changed.
Okay. I'm going to go in over my liquid blush with powder blush. This one, so I used to sell Unique makeup many moons ago, and I'm currently still using up the huge stash that I once had as a rep, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, so this one's in the shade of Sweet with them. I do not know if they still have these products. I've not kept up with it, but just so you know, that's what I'm using. And we're going to lay the powder right on the same places that we put the liquid blush to kind of help set it. Those of you who are interested in joining Abigail's ministry and or her Bible study, she's putting the links in the comments here on the Facebook. Hold on just uno momento, por favor. My children are fighting. Benny. Benjin. I know. Benjin, come here, honey. Okay. Oh. Fight. Is summer over yet? I feel like all they've been doing since summer started is fighting. And yes, I do homeschool my children, but they go to a co-op twice a week during the school year. So they tend to get, I don't tell them where you go to school, but telling me what to do. But they do go to a co-op. And so what that helps with is, they get to have some time apart and actually like socialize with other kiddos that are not just us all the time. So,
Yep.
Why are you being mean? Why are you being mean? Wait, no, you can't be that close to the camera. Thank you. All right, right now we're putting some setting powder on, and then we're going to blend it all up together because I don't want to be the person that has like the really harsh lines.
See how it's blended?
Well, it's not blended yet.
It's not blended yet.
It's not blended yet?
It is blended.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
You're so kind. Thank you.
I don't see it really.
Well, you're not supposed to see it yet, so that's actually quite the compliment. Thank you.
Wait, we're not supposed to see it?
No, it's supposed to look like my natural skin. It has like a little blush, and it's supposed to make me look happy. Just see his face. Oh,
Let's take this.
No, I saw your little face. You're cute. All right, woo! Don't be throwing people around here. What are we doing? Okay, so next is going to be some highlights.
Makeup and
I still want to look up.
Makeup and wake up.
There you go. That would have been a title for the
right here. It says it right here.
Title for the segment. Wake up and makeup.
Wake up and makeup.
Oh wow, that's not what it's called. So.
Wake up.
If you guys get motion sickness because Benjamin keeps hitting the camera.
What?
You keep hitting my camera, but shakes it for them.
Yeah. Alright, I got my Chiefs shirt on.
You do have a Chiefs shirt on. Okay, so
I got two of the exact same shirt. Funny story, actually.
I know you did. Here's where we're working with now,
mine.
and I'm gonna put kind of like an olive green
Don't mention it.
cover on when I do.
Yeah,
Hold on, hey, can we please stop touching my pole? Thank you.
I hope none of these viewers get motion sickness from my brother.
I'm gonna put an olive green cover on when I do my content later. So I'm gonna do kind of like a olive green, what's the word I'm looking for? Smoky eye kind of. Because the green is gonna make my brown eyes pop, and then I also think it will look nice because I do wear glasses and I'm gonna be wearing them in my content. So let's see what we're going to be able to do. I'm going to use this eyeshadow quad that I have. It's an Amelia Knight brand. I got this, please don't play with that. I got this like 15 years ago.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Bruh.
It was before I met your dad, and your dad and I have been together for 10 years now, so almost.
Good lord.
Hey, we don't talk like that in this house.
Sorry.
Anyway, looks like this for those of you who can see the video.
I can't believe you had that for 15 years.
Yeah, well, you know, I
It's amazing.
don't think you should just throw stuff out. It still works.
You
So we're gonna take like this tan color here.
Ooh, sort of like a tangerine.
No, not tangerine. Kind of like,
Just like tan.
I don't even want to call it, like a sand color maybe?
Sort of, yeah.
Because these don't have like names on them. So sand color, we're just going to put it all over the eyeball. This is going to help even that out and then also help with your blendability.
You know, you should have done like an eyeshadow video yesterday because you did the rainbow eyelash.
I did do rainbow yesterday.
Yeah, that was fun.
Maybe we can do that, something like that next week.
Oh, that would be fun. Yes, it
Also, I see that we have a couple new people that have popped on. If you want to, please just go ahead and say #live in the comments. If you're watching, say hello, introduce yourself, introduce your business, ministry, podcast, whatever. And then for those of you who are watching replay, whether that be on Facebook or YouTube, or any of the podcast platforms, I can't think of words today. Any of the podcast platforms, please share in the comments there as well.
This is like my third or second one on live stream, right?
Yeah, this is the third one, so
Okay,
yes.
yeah, so I've only been on here like 3 times.
Yeah. Okay, so then what we're gonna do?
I should be here like first time. No, second. No, you've been here second because you missed
Please stop touching.
the second one.
Should we have like a small drinking game on how many times I'm gonna have to tell Benjamin to stop touching the pole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Anywho, so I also want to get you guys caught up on what MJD is working on currently. So stop. That one's not one that I need just yet. So what we are, yes, we're gonna talk about the magazine here in a second.
Oh,
But we're also gonna take this darker olive shade and we're gonna put that in our corner here while I'm telling you. So we have the June Holy Calling magazine coming out within the next few days. And then July will be coming out as well. We're trying to get myself.
Why are you working on 2 magazines at once?
Well, that's just the story of my life.
Wow.
We're trying to get on a good, routine on how all that goes. You know how new projects can be, and it takes me a little bit of good time to put good systems into place.
Is it July yet?
It's not July
Got
yet.
a few weeks, bud.
Yep.
Dang it.
I know. His birthday's in July, which is why he's asking.
He's been very impatient.
Well, I feel like you get impatient when your birthday's almost here. However, and then of course we have the podcast.
Of course we have the podcast. What do you mean?
And then, but I'm not recording any new episodes during
like the summer. Like
during the summer.
Like so, we had the summer off. It's basically like mom's summer break from the podcast.
Pretty much, yeah. Basically. Because if I were to try to interview you about your book, your ministry, whatever, all of the commentary that we're getting in this episode right now would also be in yours, which is fine. But I also want it to make sure that your business is getting the attention that it needs. But episodes will be coming out. It's a big reason why I have an episode bank built up.
That's also true.
Yeah, and then we're gonna take this like lighter of the green, and it has like a slight shimmer, and we're gonna put that on the inside of our eyelids. But on Tuesdays for the podcast are the days that we drop the episodes of the interviews with the authors or business owners. And then Thursdays are the days that the replay of this show, it's going to be a smoky eye, yeah, of this show gets aired. And then this is where those of you who are in leadership or something along those lines, I would love to have your comments if possible. I don't need that just yet, buddy. I would love to have your input if possible. We're going to blend these two together, by the way. We want them married and not divorced.
Okay, I don't know what you meant there.
It's okay. Other people know what I mean. So if you guys are I'm just going to use Abigail as an example because she's the one that's commenting and hanging out with me today.
She's the first one to see one of our lectures.
I know. She's really supportive and I love her.
Yeah, thanks, Abigail.
So I'm going to use Abigail as an example. So she has a podcast, and then she also runs the online ministry as well. And so if you guys have any type of questions about like leadership, technology, marketing, anything that's kind of... Can you not interrupt me for 5 seconds, please?
I was just going to say maybe what's like running a business with your kids, maybe?
Something like that, yeah. If you have any of these, questions, please don't touch my stuff. Bless you. Bless you. Please drop them in the comments because I'm going to be starting my new CEO coffee chat segment. Now, these are going to be recorded.
I forgot about that.
Yep. These are going to be recorded. These are not going to be live. And they're going to be like 60-second videos where I answer specific questions that you guys have regarding growing a business, growing a ministry, publishing your book, anything like that.
I'll be there probably like 65% of the time.
Oh, okay. 65% of the time you'll get a griffin in it too. There's a gold.
I thought I'm not allowed to be on the internet.
Okay. Well, people know what your name is. We're gonna use this gold, and we're gonna go under here along the lash line because who doesn't want?
Is B-E-N-J-E-N.
B-E-N-J-E-N. Benjen. Who doesn't want to have a pop of gold, especially if you have brown eyes?
I'll be on here like 60 and 80% of the time.
Oh, you're gonna get more Benjen than Griffin, apparently.
Nah, I should be here like 90% of the time.
Oh dear.
Besides, I just want to be in for the fun, guys.
I'm joking. 10 to 100% of the time.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me now.
Well.
So if you have any questions whatsoever about anything like that, just let me know so that way I know what topics would be helpful for you. Because I'm not making these videos for me, guys. I'm not.
Yeah,
they're supposed to be a resource for yourself. And then what I'm going to do is have them be on here on Facebook,
TikTok can be available.
TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I'm starting to kind of work on growing my Pinterest as well.
Besides, I just hope we get more viewers because we're in it, you know?
Well, yeah. All right, so next is going to be our brows here.
Maybe whenever we go up to Illinois for our trip, maybe whenever we come back, I can give like a ping pong report because.
Oh yeah, my sister got a ping pong table, and the boys are very excited.
Wake up and makeup.
Stop.
I went to the mascots for them.
Very excited to go play the ping pong table at my sister's in Illinois, which is where I was born and raised, for those of you who don't know. And then I don't do anything super fancy with my eyebrows, as you can see. I just kind of fill them in so that way they're not like super crazy. And I just use the LA Colors brow pencil from Dollar Tree, and this is in dark brown. And then to add, can you do me a big favor?
Yeah.
Do you know where a pencil sharpener is?
I can go check on the tape.
Okay, go check for me just real quick.
I'll grab that.
My poor little white eyeliner. I should have sharpened this before I got home. My sister was trying to call me again. Anyway, but my life is being what it is, that I'm not going to do that.
Couldn't find them.
That's fine. Okay, so we're just gonna pop this. Oh, I need to sharpen this next time.
Ow.
My sister just left me a voicemail. She said, stop not answering me. Well, I'm a little busy, missy.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're just gonna pop the white.
She's a little busy, Missy.
We'll call her as soon as I'm done.
Okay, yeah. Sides. Maybe I'll give you a status report when we come back from Illinois, maybe for the ping pong final scores or something.
Yep.
Sides.
Alright.
Her and me have been like talking about
We
like starting a league or something.
Yeah. Setting spray is also, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's like the I don't know. It has like a French name.
Okay, never mind.
Called Hydro Glow from Dollar Tree. I actually really like it.
Wake
Dollar
up
Tree,
and
Dollar Tree.
wake up. Wake up and make up.
Okay.
I mean,
let
like
this
Dollar
set.
Tree is really helpful though.
And that.
Helpful?
Why some
Yeah, I mean like
fish?
most like it's helpful to get stuff like.
Well, yeah.
Great job in my
Not as helpful as
Well, that's what
Walmart.
happens when you're in here. So Abigail says that yes, batch recording is so helpful, and it really, really is. So like I currently have 18 weeks of episodes, of author episodes, just kind of hanging out. And then in August, we will reopen.
Podcast?
Yeah, the link. Well, the link's open now. If you wanted to schedule an episode, you can. But I won't be recording them until the boys go back
To school.
to
which is gonna be
school.
August.
So it'd be quiet enough.
I will be in like most of them maybe.
Most.
Maybe a
It'd be
few.
quiet enough for me to actually record
Actually,
you guys.
I would be in here for the moment it starts and the
I'm gonna
moment
be in
it
some
ends.
of them also.
And then as far as guests go, I'm also going to start having,
Oh, and I'm going
a
to
rotation.
be in here for
hold on.
the moment it starts and the moment it ends.
Okay.
Unless mom tells you to get out.
Anyway, as far as like having guests and
see
stuff
this.
goes
Yay.
though, I also am going to start having my fellow coaches be guests so we can start talking about what they specialize in. For example, Abigail is going to really start helping me help people start and grow their own podcasts. I have
Maybe she can be
Heather.
on our podcast whenever.
I know
we-
she should
we
be on
open
one
it.
of ours.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Heather be on because she's really good. She's our
Is
marketing.
she streaming on now?
No, but she's really good with all of our marketing stuff. We'll have Jessica on to answer all
I
of
don't know if
your
Miss Carrie
publishing questions, and then of course you have myself for design, publishing, marketing, and
What
things
if
like
Reed is a
that.
business?
And then we have Kat, who is going to help with mindset and business stuff. Okay, I want both of you to go play because I need it to be a little bit more quiet in here while I do
Okay,
the end of this.
Sorry.
We'll just play with the key.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I love having them. I do in my stuff. Last week we really talked about how they should be involved, and they should. But we're going to be talking about who's sponsoring this particular episode today in just a moment, and I want to make sure you guys can hear me. And if you want to sponsor the podcast, the magazine, all of that, let me know because we have multiple different options. I'm lining my lips with Essence 8-Hour Matte Comfort Liner, and this shade is, I don't even know. Does it tell me? I think it might have told me on the lid, but as you can see, it's all off. Anyway, so we have multiple options that you can sponsor these episodes, all the episodes on podcasts. You can have like ads out and features out. Don't mind them. Are you good, Benjamin? He's not crying, but he's saying ow. Are you good?
No.
What'd you do? Okay, why don't you sit nicely right here? We're gonna use a lip butter that I again got from Unique. This is like hecka old. It's a quick getaway. It's almost the same color as my shirt. Anywho, back what I was saying. Multiple things that you can do. We can give social media shout outs, put you in our email, newsletter, whole 9 yards. So we're going to put a lip plumper on, and then we'll talk about my sponsor. So this week, I actually won a giveaway, which I never win anything, so I was really excited about that. But I never expected to get a necklace from the giveaway. This is the necklace that came in. It is super cute. It is silver, which is perfect because I love wearing silver. And it kind of goes with the aesthetic I was going to go with today. So pretty lip color, thank you. And so we're going to open this. It says to push, but you know, we have to be smarter than the things. There we go. And put it on. And she was nice enough to sponsor today's episode. So this is one that you can wear 2 different ways. So you have this beautiful, like, I don't know, design on the back. So you can wear it that way. Or you can flip it around and you can see that there's a cross on the front. So very, very, very pretty. The owner of the boutique is Lauren Evans. I have known her for a little while now. And it is Spur and Silk. I have tagged them in the caption for this video. So if you want to go check out her inventory, check out her Facebook, her Instagram, go follow her stuff, please do so. So here's what it looked like on. And I really want to thank you, Lauren, for having the giveaway and letting me win. I never win anything, and now I have something that I can wear that's super cute and super nice, and also support her as well. So make sure you go and give her a like and a follow. She has all sorts of stuff. It's not just jewelry. And we're gonna put another coat of mascara on our lashes here, because that's going to make them nice and big for our content creation later. I'm already thinking about coffee number 2, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I can do 2 CEO coffee chat recordings today. So if you see multiple CEO coffee chat recordings and I'm wearing the same thing, just know that it's because I drank multiple cups of coffee that day. Okay, so we have our makeup done. We have our beautiful jewelry on. What am I gonna do with this hair? That's gonna be the real question. Tomorrow is wash day, so it's kind of just on its last leg. I'm thinking we can do a curl refresh with a headband. Let's just do that. I'm gonna move you. It's not Benjamin moving you this time, it's me. Let's see. We need to get our refresh spray out. And what headband should we use? I don't know. Let's just go with black. Okay. Moving you guys back now. Hello. So, do a quick curl resesh today. And I'll just air dry them. Most of the time when I do a curl like refresh, I will diffuse it, but I honestly just don't care today, as mean as that might sound. We'll do a little bit of mousse, a little bit of gel. little bit of hairspray. So, judge me if you must. I really don't care. This is what my hair looks like. Tomorrow's wash day. And I have wavy hair, so it is kind of... And it's never a given what's going to happen with it on a daily, okay? Ooh, I gotta turn this on. There we go. So we're going to spray her down. Because, well, I know that you guys really don't care what I look like in my content. I still want to, you know, look nice. So, for all of you wavy or curly hair girlies that are out there, if you have any type of tips or products that you absolutely love, please share them in the comments of any platform you're watching this on or listening to this on. So I get her kind of damp. It's not fully wet, but you can see it's wet enough. We're going to put just a small amount of mousse. I can't think. I just use the Suave. It's the number 8, like max hold. And I'm not going to worry too much about like separating it and making it look nice, because I'm going to put a headband in it anyway. So we're just going to go up and down. Yeah, Abigail said, felt that with my curly hair. She has beautiful, long, like curly hair. As you guys can see, now that I'm refreshing it, I have some curl to it, but it's mainly wavy. I did not get a lot of, I need to wet the back more. I did not get a lot of features from my mom. My dad's DNA basically dominated in that sense. But one thing I did get is wavy / curly hair. When my mom was younger, I actually just found some pictures the other day. She had like perfect spiral curls. It's so cute. Okay, so Abigail suggests the Shea Moisture and have started using a microfiber towel after a shower and a silk bonnet to sleep. I need to get a bonnet. That's my next purchase step, whatever, in my hair, like learning to be a curly hair girly. As far as the microfiber towels though, yes, those make a huge difference, especially if you have like mine. So mine's a 2C wave. So it's not like quite a curl, but it's not just wavy either. And that unfortunately is one of the driest ones, which means more frizz, which is great when you live in the Midwest with all the humidity and storms. It's a good time. So using a microfiber towel like Abigail mentioned, or a 100% cotton t-shirt, you'll see me in those in quite a few of the videos too, has made huge difference in how frizzy my hair is and the health of my hair. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of gel. I just use the Suave gel. Again, it's the number 8. And then I just flip over and I'm just going to do this. I don't know why, but I absolutely love the way that the Suave gel smells. Like, I know people are going to judge me for using Suave because it's bad for your hair. I'm poor. I don't have really an option. Sorry, not sorry. But I am obsessed with the way that this smells. I will buy it just for the way it smells, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Abigail says to get one with ties, the bonnet she's talking about, the silk bonnets, because I feel like if it would come off for sure. Yeah, and I'm a huge, like, I roll a lot in my sleep. So I definitely need one with ties for sure. And then Abigail also says that the Shea Moisture leave-in is a bomb and it smells so good. I'm gonna have to try that next. So when I run out of my current leave-in, I'll buy that one. And then I'll tag you in the video of me trying it. Oh, look at my hair. Oh, come here. We also have had like storm after storm after storm after storm here in the KC area lately. So doing it like this is just going to be as good as it's going to get, unfortunately, I think. Which is fine because it keeps it off my neck when I'm outside doing the homesteading chores, but then looks professional enough and cute enough when doing like the content for my marketing. So I think we're good. We're gonna top it off with some hairspray, and then what I'm gonna do is let it dry, just air dry today. I usually would diffuse it to get more volume, but I really just could care less today, if I'm being completely honest. This is from Dollar Tree. It's the Spa Luxury Professional Hairspray. It holds really well for $1.25. And then once it like the casts kind of set, I'll come in with a hair oil and scrunch the casts, like scrunch the crunch out, and it will make it a little bit more have more volume. But I'm not worried about that when I'm just gonna go feed the birds and water my plants. That's gonna be more of a when I'm doing my content creation stuff later. Okay, so Abigail, when she's talking about her bonnet, I tie it underneath, but cross over the top, and it stays so much better, I found, for the bonnet. I don't know if that makes sense. It does make sense, at least to me, it does. Maybe that will be something that I purchase today and try to like order today and see, because that is definitely going to be my next step, because I've gotten like the gel and the special like shampoo and stuff, you know. I do use more like higher end actual shampoos than I do like the styling products, but we're all out here just trying to look and be our best with what we got, right? So this has been my episode this week. We've had a lot of chaos. We've had a lot of rambling. We've had a lot of good tips from both Abigail and myself. We've had a lot of Benjamin and Griffin. You know, we just kind of hang out. And that's what I want this segment to be like. I need to put my wedding ring back on. I just noticed that. I take it off whenever I do my face stuff. Anyway, that's the whole point of this segment, is we're not going to come here super polished. We're not going to come here and be super like on point. Yes, you can have a snack. We're not going to be, you know, where we have it all put together and anything like that. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh my gosh, you're done already?
What?
You're done already?
I am done already. He's surprised. It's been like an hour. Anyway.
No, I'm
I don't want us to come here and think that we have to have it all together. That's not the point. You know, the Lord tells us that we're not supposed to do things alone. We're supposed to be a whole body of Christ, which is why what we are building currently over at Marilyn Jean Designs is something where we have multiple coaches for you in multiple like platforms, I guess, because we'll have someone to help you with podcasts, someone help you with business and mindset, marketing, design and branding, and then publishing. And so we want to really create a community where you are supported, you are prayed for, you are seen as a person, not as a paycheck. We are very much a purpose over profit business. So we do have a market research survey that we are currently doing. Please go ahead and go to the comments. I'll put it here on Facebook, and I will put it in the episode description for the podcast as well. It will close on June 30th, but it's going to really help us shape the collective that we are working on to make sure that it is within a price point for you that you can do, that it is offering what it is that you need and not what we want it to be, and really give you the value that you need to grow the kingdom for God in what He is calling you to do. With all of that being said, this is a really long episode. I try not to keep them this long, but I had a lot to say today, apparently. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. I'm going to go call my sister since she's called twice, and I will see you right here next Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Time. And again, if you have any topics that you would like for me to cover specifically in the CEO coffee chat or in these lives, please let me know by either commenting below or DMing me directly. Love you guys. Bye.